Have you spotted a stain of dark red fluid underneath your vehicle after it has been parked? This fluid leak can be alarming, but it might be an easy fix. That's why it's important to know what caused the transmission fluid leak when parked and how to repair it. In this short video, I will tell you about 6 of the most common causes why your transmission is leaking fluid when parked, and then we will discuss how to prevent transmission fluid leaks. It's the Car Problems YouTube channel. Subscribe and let's get started. Damaged gasket. When the car is parked, the gasket between the transmission and the transmission pan will leak because the transmission fluid level rises when the engine is not running. After prolonged heat exposure, the system's gaskets are susceptible to failure. Another possibility is that the gasket wasn't installed with the proper alignment. In both cases, it's typical to observe a leak coming from the gasket region. You can stop further issues from happening if you address this problem right away. Otherwise, the ongoing leak and fluid shortage may necessitate costly transmission repairs. Damaged pan. It's conceivable that the issue stems from a damaged transmission pan. As time passes, holes or loose bolts may appear, leaving a passageway for fluid to pass through. Regular inspection of the pan and the placement of its gasket is the best way to avoid this issue. When you change the fluid, that is a good opportunity to do this. Check for any rust and make sure it didn't cause a hole in the pan by passing through it. Faulty drain plug. After changing the transmission fluid, you should completely tighten the drain plug to prevent leaks. The same thing can happen if you over-tighten it, so you should only secure it to the manufacturer's specifications. Additionally, make sure the O-ring on the drain plug is in good condition. You should be cautious about where you have the transmission fluid changed for the same reason. Going to a beginning mechanic may seem like a smart way to save money, but they are more likely to strip the drain plug than a seasoned mechanic. Worn-out seals. Several seals in the automatic transmission are designed to keep the fluid where it belongs. However, the seals are susceptible to deterioration and cracking, particularly after prolonged heat exposure. At the input and output shafts, there are seals. Additionally, seals are frequently found around the shifter housing, tail housing, and input for the speedometer. Broken line. There are numerous lines in the transmission system that transport fluid to its proper location. Whether they are made of steel or aluminum, the majority of the lines are built to last for many years of use. A line, however, has a constant risk of fracture. If the line were to break, a fluid leak would be visible and the system would be depleted of fluid, which would result in more serious issues. Faulty torque converter. The system's fluid flow is controlled by the torque converter. It is a requirement for getting power from the engine to the wheels. Leakage may happen if the torque converter develops a crack or other damage. Additionally, faulty needle bearings may be the cause of the leak, necessitating the purchase of a new torque converter. And now I will give you a few tips on how to prevent transmission fluid leaks. Tip number 1. Check fluids. You won't stop a leak by checking the fluid level. However, in order to maintain a healthy transmission system, this is one of the most crucial tasks. When the fluid level drops, issues begin to arise, but serious problems can be avoided by keeping the system topped off. Additionally, you should look into the fluid's quality. It can no longer provide adequate lubrication once it is contaminated, which may result in failure and a leak. Because of this, you ought to abide by the manufacturer's instructions regarding the replacement of the transmission fluid. You could keep your transmission in top condition for 200,000 miles or more with just these 2 steps. Tip number 2. Change driving habits. It significantly affects how you operate your car. The transmission will be under more strain if you are stopping and speeding up frequently. Transmission damage brought on by stress may result in a leak. There are additional factors to take into account if you drive a manual transmission vehicle. It's critical to understand when to switch gears. By shifting too soon or too late, you increase the system's stress, which may also cause leaks. Tip number 3. Repair problems immediately. It's crucial to fix any issues right away, whether they involve a transmission leak or something else. You run into more trouble the longer issues are allowed to linger. Permanent damage can happen whenever the transmission system lacks the proper volume of fluid. Given that a replacement transmission typically costs between $1,500 and $4,000, you cannot afford to ignore the maintenance of this essential auto component. Pay a little extra to have a qualified mechanic look at it if you're unsure how to fix the issue. Hope this information is useful for you. If so, please press the like button and subscribe to the channel.